Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a rowdy couple in love that loves reacting to some RWBY.
Yes, we do.
This is season 8, episode number 12 that we're checking out today. And you can get early ad-free access to all our reactions on Patreon. Links in the description of this video, where we also have a link for a playlist for all of our RWBY reactions.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Okay. Hey, it's okay. You like it.
He doesn't like the Grim though.
I know.
Grimmer.
And he doesn't like me bouncing.
Well, yes.
There's that. I think that was more towards me than it was towards what he was watching.
Dad, I'm trying to sleep. Can you
Yes.
just stop?
Tap my feet and he's not like that. He's not a fan. So this is nap time.
Such a good visual.
Mm-hmm. I know. It's sad what happens to Nora and it's a good thing, you know. They handled it very maturely. That's a problem.
Oh God, yeah.
Okay. Quite a welcome wagon.
Be ready for anything. We don't know what state Penny is in.
If any of those brats have the nerve to come with her, we put them down immediately.
Oh my God, I hate you so
General
much.
Davis terms. No more games. Is there a problem?
You are the problem.
Retracing the steps that led us here.
Mm-hmm.
What is it, sir?
Crow and Robin. They're in the Academy hangar.
Trying to stop the payload.
Or just looking for a way out.
Not going to happen. I've been waiting to take my shot at those two. Let's go, Aesops.
But someone needs to stay here with the general.
I'll stay.
Make sure he's not completely
We
crazy.
lose the payload, we lose our leverage.
She's right. Contain it.
Ooh, this is where she double crosses him?
I hope so.
Sir, this course of action,
I hope you're not going to try to talk me out of it.
no, sir. I don't think that's possible.
Exactly, because you're too far gone.
I didn't think you'd actually come alone. I expected at least some resistance from your friends.
I don't want anyone else to die. I must open the vault.
You've done the right thing.
But you haven't.
Feels weird.
Nice!
Oh, that was fantastic.
Yep.
And she acted her part well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Winter's not jumping in.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Nice. Pokey poke. Hell yes.
Sorry, guys, but we don't want to fight.
We didn't want to drop Atlas either. But we've all had to make some tough calls, huh?
Mm-hmm. That transition there. The editing,
Go.
tough calls.
Move to phase 2.
Guys, she has to go to the vault. That's actually a risk we haven't considered.
We've been so worried about keeping the vault closed that we never considered using what's inside.
The Staff of Creation.
Maybe we could use it to save Penny and get everyone in Atlas and Mantle back to safety.
Well, you'll never guess who I just heard from.
Your sister.
So, you're not arresting me?
No. Ironwood's got to be stopped.
Then why did you hit me?
We're about to get killed if I didn't do something.
Yeah. How could you not see that?
What are you doing?
What I should have done ages ago. Getting in touch with my sister. We're going to need help. Speaking of help.
So we've got people trapped in Atlas and Mantle that we can't evacuate unless we use the staff, which is located inside the vault. If we open the vault, Penny terminates. If Ironwood gets wind of any of this, he blows up Mantle.
There's something else to consider. Once the staff creates anything else, the city drops. Atlas has enough natural gravity dust to keep it from plummeting immediately, but, well, nobody's going to want to be around when it touches down.
Yeah.
Okay, then let's use the staff to teleport everyone to safety. Maybe even to another kingdom.
We can't just wave it like a magic wand and make our problems go away.
Yeah, it's a staff, not a
And
wand.
we haven't even told you about him.
Who?
The spirit and the staff. Like Jin. But, well, he's a character.
Pricklier.
He can build you anything, but only if you can explain to him how. Like any craftsman, he'll need blueprints. Some sort of reference. It'll help if we have real-world examples to show him.
I've already gone through the city layouts for the SDC evacuation. Maybe I can help.
Hey! Nice!
There's still James and his bomb to consider.
Oh, I've got a plan for that.
So, that takes care of phase 1.
Meanwhile, the real Penny goes to the vault. With help.
I blasted a hole through the bottom of Atlas, and I highly doubt they've had time for repairs. That should take you straight to it. All of that is the easy part.
As soon as Penny opens the door, we go through, grab the staff, and stop her termination.
Just hang in there, Penny. Okay?
I feel like Cinder's gonna come in here and screw everything up.
That's her typical MO.
Someone has come to engage my creative wiles. All I'll say is it better be worth it after my last project. A floating city? How pedestrian.
Hi, Mr. Ambrosius. Sir, listen, it's about our friend. She's dying.
I'm going to go ahead and assume that you know it's against the rules for me to bring people back from the dead, so...
That's not what we want. She's not your typical girl.
So she isn't. I'd love to meet whoever did this. Ah, I see. There's something eating away at her. I'm guessing you think you have some clever plan to save her. Just know, I will give you exactly what you asked for, and I don't want any complaining when it's not what you wanted.
We brought her schematics. We want you to make a new version of her. using her exact same robot parts.
That was curiously worded, girl.
An exact copy of her would include the virus. An exact copy of her without the virus would cease to exist the second you make something else. And we kind of want to keep her around longer than that.
You've done your homework.
We want you to create a new version of her, using her existing robotic parts, taking the virus with them.
Okay, but if I take the robot parts out of her, that would leave...
Just the human.
Penny.
Yeah.
The girl who's always been there underneath it.
Wow. Awesome.
You can't destroy. It's against the rules. But you wouldn't be destroying her. Her soul is who she is.
The mechanical parts are just extra.
But a soul without a complete body, what would be left?
I don't know. I guess you just have to get creative.
I suppose I could do a little, add a touch of... But if I do that, how much of the old Penny would be my work and how much would be her?
But
just coming up to the surface.
all the robotic parts go, then she doesn't have like bones or anything, like the organs or...
And very dangerous.
That's what they're saying.
Just be skin.
We don't have any other options. We believe in her.
Then ready yourselves to witness my artistry.
Okay.
He is an artiste.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting vibes of like the end of Beauty and the Beast when the Beast turns into a man.
It's done.
I guess that's the signal then. Seems like things are moving forward in the vault.
Hopefully Penny is going to be okay.
If Atlas is moving, we need to get word out before people panic.
Meaning hurry.
I know. Okay, this should be, that did,
Yeah, you're recording.
something?
You're live.
You're live.
Everyone can see you.
Oh! Citizens of Atlas. Mantle. What we have to tell you is very important. Atlas is falling. But... Wait.
Well, that's not ideal.
It's dead. The entire CCT. It just went down.
And so did kingdom-wide communications. How?
The bigger question is, what do we do now?
That boy said Atlas is falling. Is that true?
Yes. We're using the staff to get everyone to safety. Salem can have the rubble. We'll all be long gone.
Are you going to leave me here?
Probably.
No. When we're finished, we'll move both of you to safety.
Oh, Winter, thank you.
You are her
Like
dad.
me. It was Weiss's decision.
Penny?
Creepy.
So creepy.
Would have been cool if she at the end she said, "Help me."
Are you okay?
No, I just saw myself die.
Do hugs always make you feel this warm inside?
Oh.
Yes.
Bless you.
More.
Probably make sure our theory worked. And start the evacuation.
free to create and...
You again.
No, it's you guys again.
I'm not done with you yet.
Fine.
Let's try the quick version. Can you make a bunch of doorways in Atlas that open at a single spot in Vacuo?
Sure, I'll just need coordinates and specs for each door, an explanation for bending space and time to account for the much greater traffic on one side, and a single point of exit on the other.
Okay, that's about what we expected. So, we need to funnel everybody through a central location first.
You're going to have to tell me more about this central location for starters. Where is it?
Here. A place like these vaults. Wherever they are, they're not part of Remnant. Only accessible if you know the right way in. Seems like a safe enough place for thousands of refugees.
You kids are either smarter or much more foolish than you realize. I'm going to need a reference.
Oh, we've got one.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sure, just walk through. It's fine. Trust it. Trust the magical portal. Oh. Brave.
People enter from Atlas and Mantle on one side. And leave on the other side with a one-way ticket to Vacuo.
Well, everything appears to be in order. You were quite thorough. Disappointingly so.
So, it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd still be freaky.
And one last point of clarification about this central location of yours. Do not fall. Okay, and with that dire warning.
Do not fall. Because you'd just be in nothingness?
We did it.
Which means there can't be like a stampede of people panicking.
We go to Vacuo. All of us. And hope that we've thought of everything.
You haven't.
So they were very thorough in their questions for like the djinn in this, which was good because it brought this up a couple times in other videos, but it reminds me of that X-Files episode where they find a genie and like you have to be really specific, otherwise, yeah, the wishes you get granted are not going to come out the way you want them to come out. I like that they added that element to this to the creation. I still don't understand really what happened with Penny as far as like took all her robot parts out. But, like I get it that her soul's still there, but there's no like organs or bones.
I think that's where the djinn got to be creative.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, like this is a magical world, so like yeah, I'll buy it. It's not like I'm like, oh no, this is completely unbelievable. So
the giant grim sperm whale, believable. But
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
This we take issue with.
I believe the djinn, all right? I believe everything about him, but the act of what he did with Penny, no, totally far-fetched.
Winter, welcome to the party.
Yeah.
So happy to have her.
So last episode, I asked you who we thought was in the elevator. I'm like, I didn't think it was going to be Winter and Dog Boy, whose name I forgot. Marrow.
I remember it. Because Marrow is in Bones, and dogs love bones. So the dog guy is Marrow.
Okay. So Marrow and I like Dog Boy. So Marrow and Winter were in the elevator, but like the look on Crow and Robin's face didn't make it seem like they were. I mean, I guess they were surprised to see him, yes, but I would have thought they would have panicked more at first seeing them because they didn't know. Again, like I said, they didn't know that they were on the right side. So I was surprised that it ended up being them, but like it makes the most sense logically.
Yeah, I was really pleased with seeing that moment now from like the other side. And Winter's reaction of like just speaking of help and that sort of smile that she gave.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just perfect. And I liked the interaction between her and Marrow. We obviously all knew what Winter was doing, but it's not surprising that even Marrow still hadn't like pieced together the level of danger he was in, or that he genuinely was about to be shot by the general. Like, the general is acting so insane that like even under these circumstances, knowing that he's a bad guy, you still can't jump to the insanity level that he is willing to get to in like the snap of a finger. So I liked that. I liked him kind of like looking over her shoulder while she was texting. And then I like her acknowledgement of, you know, doing what she should have done a long time ago, reaching out to her sister and getting them some backup.
And I love that she got the final strike on Ironwood, and just like the look on his face when she did it too. Oh, it was awesome.
Yeah, I loved when she joined in the fight and that she was taking it to him and that she was able to do that strike. And I'll admit the gravity of the moment when she actually does that final blow to him, and the cool things that they did with like this, how they shot that, like the different visuals. I was like, oh my God, did she kill him? And like, I wasn't sorry about that if she did. I was like, I think he's kind of lost it. It might need to happen. I'm not saying I love the idea, but I'm not against it either necessarily. So when we saw him at the end and he was in prison, I was like, okay, she just did a really good strike at him, but it wasn't a death strike.
Second best episode again for like back to back kind of for Emerald.
Yeah, loved that.
Wow, that was so great. She's bringing a lot of humor in this. I like good team Emerald.
Yeah, I'm actually starting to like her now.
Yeah.
I thought, man, she did her homework. She played Penny beautifully. About as well as Penny would have played Penny herself.
Yeah.
And then that moment of revelation was just, I mean, beautiful. No notes. Again, the brother is continuing to redeem himself, offering to help out and everything. So
yeah, like Volume 8 is the redemption season or volume. So
yeah, I like it.
And Marrow freezing all of them when Harriet and the Aesops were about to attack. Again, another chef's kiss. I love that moment.
That's one thing I didn't get. I want to see what happens to Harriet. I really hate her. So I really want some satisfaction there of what happens to her. I mean, I think her realizing, well, that's assuming she's capable of realizing she was in the wrong. And I'm not sure if she is or not. But the realization that at least she is completely out of power and she's no longer the lapdog of the man in charge, I think will yield some satisfaction. But I still want to see her get a good ass kicking.
We talk sometimes about phrases that need to change. What's wrong with a lapdog? I love my lapdog. Yes. My lapdog is awesome.
He is awesome.
All right. There's nothing like that. Harry doesn't get to be called a lapdog.
No, bootlicker. She's a bootlicker.
There we
general.
Go. Better.
Yeah.
You need to change that. We need I don't know, justice for lapdogs. They need to...
Yes, justice for lapdogs. I agree.
More respect for them.
Yes.
Because he does not do everything I want him to do.
No.
So that is also false, saying that a lapdog is just someone that will do whatever you want. He does not do that.
True.
And then the hug moment was just super sweet and cute.
Oh my God, yeah. Do hugs always feel this warm inside?
Yeah.
Penny, she just makes me happy.
Yeah, agreed.
I am curious. So they talked about the robot parts and the virus and all being lifted. There was no mention of the Winter Maiden powers, which in my brain, I'm like, I would assume that would go with her as a human person because humans take over the power of the maidens. That's consistent. But at the same time, like, to a djinn, what will those powers look like? What's to distinguish that from like a virus or something?
Because from what I understand, and I might mix these two up, but the Winter Maiden's power, like whatever, attaches to somebody's
soul.
Aura. Yeah, their soul or whatever.
Yeah.
So since her soul staying in there, it would still stick with her.
Good reminder. Yeah. Thanks, bud.
No problem. I got you. Let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments. And if you want early ad-free access, you can jump ahead, get a month ahead on Patreon. Links in the description of this video. Thanks for seeing our reaction for episode 12 of Volume 8, RWBY, which keep in mind.
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.